Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steven Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post-show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.
Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up, it's your girl, Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife, Marie. And you are going in Smackdown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? It's the moonwalking, trash talking princess of Staten Island. I want to remind you all that Mela is money, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hi, this is Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke watching Going In the Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
Yeah, welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steven Larson, and available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the little notify bell next to it to make sure you're always getting your Going In Raw notifications. We're also available. We also have the community tab now. Keep an eye out for that because we put very, very important information. Like polls about fast food and wrestling.
And other information that might be of interest, too.
Absolutely. Speaking of which.
Friendos everywhere.
This was noted on the community tab today on YouTube. Our recap episodes, we've decided Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. We're going to be doing those an hour earlier than normal live.
Yeah.
That means 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Monday and Friday still going to be at noon.
Yeah.
A couple of reasons while we're doing this. Number one, we're looking to do some longer gaming live streams later in the day on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Also, it's just to give our recaps a little bit more room to breathe.
A bit more of a head start.
To collect some views.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I figure, going noon every single day, Pacific, 3 Eastern, that's fine. But, maybe there's some people who are up a little earlier who can't make that. Maybe they'll be able to catch the 11 a.m. streams too. So it opens it up possibly to an hour's worth more of people. Maybe.
Just logistically speaking, there's a lot of days we come in here at 10:30 or 11, and we were sitting around here not really doing anything.
We're just sort of ready.
So
we're just prepared.
Why
already.
waste time?
Yeah, exactly. So
we need to be efficient. Efficiency.
Yeah. So it is what it is.
Well, this is a very important super chat I'm going to get to before we continue on. Lego asks, lettuce, romaine, or iceberg? Romaine.
Well, iceberg is useless, right?
Yeah, it's green water, essentially.
There's nothing
It's crispy water. There's no nutritional value whatsoever.
I get it, I get that it's more enjoyable maybe for some to get that crunch in their salad. But once I found out it was useless, I was like, yeah, why am I even bothering with this? Now I just have spinach. So, so we're here. We're in the audio realm, wherever fine podcasts can be found. Really great, free, and easy way to support Going In Raw. Go to the little Going In Raw entry on whatever podcast app you're using, and then hit subscribe, and then leave us a rating or a review or a comment. No matter what you use. If you do that, it really does actually help boost the profile of the show. It helps us out quite a bit.
Yes.
We're also on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steven Larson. A bunch of reward tiers there, including $1 a month. Just one, you'd be surprised. $1 a month does it. For anybody out there who's thinking of supporting somebody on Patreon, is thinking, well, what does my $1 do? Trust me, it does a lot. We get more money off that $1 a month than we do from you watching this show every single episode, every single month on YouTube. And so in exchange for that $1 a month, we give it to you ad-free. We put it up on the Patreon wall, this live stream, which we do not monetize beyond the Super Chats. And then you're free to watch that at the $1 tier. $1 a month gets you that. Also gets you access to our wonderful Discord group, which is a fantastic, positive community for wrestling. It's really fantastic. And they like to make fun of me a lot and you a little bit.
That seems worthwhile.
This picture right here, they claim is you two sweeting.
That's the hand's thing in the right.
That looks like a really bad Photoshop.
It looks like I have a broken wrist.
Yeah, I got all sorts of mucus in my chest today, man.
You gotta go to the doctor, man.
Nah, it'll take care of it.
You do.
I just got to drink some tea. Oh man, I left a thing of tea at home.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna eat coffee today and lots of it, so we're going to the coffee shop after this.
Do they have tea at that particular?
I believe they do.
I think they do.
Yeah, coffee shops always have tea.
I'll go there.
I've been up since 3:30 this morning. Woke up at 3:30. I was like, oh man, I feel really rested. What time is it? Oh shit, it's 3:30. I couldn't get back to sleep.
I took a nap at 9 a.m.
And now I'm super tired.
And I would, otherwise I'd feel fine. Like I can't, it's the most annoying thing about being sick is I can't exercise. Because they say if you're only sick from here up, you don't have a fever, then it's okay to exercise. But I got some mucus here.
Yeah, you don't want to do any cardio with.
I don't want to mess with that.
Lungs full of crud.
Well, it's not in the lungs. It's just in my chest.
Where do you think the mucus is? It's in your lungs. It's in your bronchial tubes, or
it's not in your lungs, man.
It could be.
No, it's not. It really. I would not be able to breathe if I had fluid in my lungs.
Well, if you had a little bit of crud, it's not gonna. I mean lungs. I mean your respiratory system from here down. Sorry, your bronchial tubes. That's where the.
If I'm not mistaken, I went to college with you, and at no point do I remember you going to med school of any type.
Sorry.
Moving on.
I've had bronchitis a lot in my life.
Really?
When I was young, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I had asthma.
Oh man.
So
wow.
I've had plenty of bronchitis.
Oh. Now I feel bad. I'm sorry.
You should.
I apologize.
I'm trying to inform, and you insult me.
I get the feeling that you were like a kid from like when I look at pictures of like the Dust Bowl era. Did you grow up in the 1930s? I feel like you had ailments from the Dust Bowl era.
I feel old some days, but I'm not that old.
You feel
bronchitis is some like bygone disease?
So I sometimes feel like you had like you should just exist in sepia tone.
Never did I have smallpox.
I'm like vintage paper.
Never did I have smallpox.
Anyways, I appreciate your concern for me.
Or cholera or anything like that.
Yeah, there you go. Or the bubonic plague. That was the 1930s, wasn't it?
You're going way back.
Anyways, SmackDown. Before we get to these super chats here and a couple of Discords.
Only one
more. Okay. He says, my career mode, Justice for the Kingdom says, my career mode is real. SmackDown was fun last night. This Becky Charlotte thing, man, it's getting pretty extreme. Did you see... Would you have anticipated them going through the LED board last night? That was great. That was so much fun. Holy crap. My jaw was a gape.
I know. I saw the picture you put on Twitter.
Yeah. I was back there filling these orders from whatchamacallit, Friendo Market. And I was watching on my little iPad thing because I steal cable from my sister. I steal her Comcast login because I know it. And so I was watching SmackDown. And, boy, that was a hell of a match. Again, one of those matches where I was totally fine with the double count out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great stuff. It was really good stuff.
Yeah.
And then they announced Last Woman Standing at Evolution. What do you think about that?
That's going to be awesome.
Good stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's all good stuff. This has been a fantastic. I mean, it's probably... It may not be fair to compare this feud to Charlotte's feud with Sasha.
No, it totally is. It absolutely is.
That was the wrong stack.
Because it's a good comparison to make.
It is, but you know the dynamics behind the feud are different. But it's interesting to see. I don't know what it is. I mean, Charlotte's great, but when she's involved in a lengthy, well-motivated feud with somebody, it's awesome. Becky's awesome. Charlotte's awesome. Sasha's awesome.
Well, here's the thing. It's hard to argue that if anybody is involved in a feud that has inspiration and creativity and long-term vision, that they're not going to be, really damn good. And that's just what it is. Like, Charlotte is one of the best. It's just like a lot of people, you need decent creative and something, meaty to chew on, if you will.
The creative for this, it was not like it's groundbreaking.
Right.
It's just it's simple. It's primarily focused on competition, but I think the execution, especially what happens in front of camera, has been outstanding.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because anything you give Becky, she hits out of the park.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
And they give it a little bit of the outside of the ring stuff, like in really, really well measured bits, like when Becky attacked Charlotte at the photo shoot. You don't need, Samoa Joe going, although I thought that was hilarious and entertaining, Samoa Joe going to the House of Styles. You don't need all that, even though I do find that entertaining. But a little bit of that is very effective.
Yes.
And when they do that with Becky and Charlotte, it really matters. And I love that they released the what do they call the road trip episode? The road trip stuff? Road something or another?
Oh, I'm blanking on that.
It's road something, right?
Yeah.
What is it, people? What is it called?
Ride along.
Ride along.
So it's not road anything.
They released the ride along with those two with all sorts of foreshadowing for this. Mm-hmm. And it was great. It's fantastic. I haven't seen it, but a bunch of people quoted it.
I saw a bunch of quotes on Twitter too.
And so they're doing this, and I can't think. I mean, I'm currently loaded up on cough syrup right now, or Dayquil, but a better main roster Raw SmackDown feud than Becky Charlotte this year. We're coming towards the tail end of this year, so there's like a lot of ground to cover going back in 2018. But this has got to be up there. This has got to be up there, man.
Yeah.
Trying to
I can't
think.
really think of anything else, maybe. No, this is pretty much it. If not this, then it's probably AJ and Joe.
AJ, Joe, Daniel Bryan, Miz. That's been a good one.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Daniel Bryan Miz, even though it's been on slow burn for a while. Not the podcast. It's finally just kind of picking up. If you know what I mean?
It's been. I like that it's been a constant presence, and I loved Miz TV last night.
Oh, that was great. Miz
was on fire, man.
Great.
When Miz gets the crowd on his side,
you know he's doing something.
He's doing something special. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Jason Dwyer has a super chat here, and then we'll get into the meat of the show. He asks if you could switch a current superstar's finish with someone from the Attitude Era, who and what finish would it be? He said, I would give Becky the stunner. She needs a badass, poignant finisher. You know,
I like seeing how savage she was, especially last night going after Charlotte's arm in preparation for the disarmer. I think that's perfect for her.
Yeah.
Because I think it really highlights her technical skill. She's a really good technical wrestler. So.
No, I agree. I agree with that, because also on top of that, like, there's all sorts of creative ways she can roll into it, and I really like that stuff. Excuse me. So anyways, the episode kicked off with that match with Becky versus Charlotte. Could have been the main event, but I kind of like that they kicked the show off. I imagine they although Charlotte can do whatever, she can probably do anything. Wouldn't surprise me if they kicked this off because Charlotte had mixed match shows later in the night.
That has something to do with it, yeah.
Probably.
Give her a couple hours to rest up.
Because going through that LED, you never know what's going to happen there. And sure enough, she ended up cutting herself. Anyways, this was a fantastic match. Towards the finish, it was very physical again. Towards the finish, Becky did the same thing she did at Super Showdown. She went outside the ring. She picked up her belt. She was about to leave with it. Charlotte left the ring to go after her.
I will say, this is a minor quibble.
Yeah.
Very minor. I don't know how much I like the idea of Becky taking her belt and saying, no, I'm not going to do this right now. Considering what led up to this entire thing, which is she was in no way trying to run away from Charlotte. She was trying to face her head on to show that she was better. And now the last two matches, Super Showdown is a case where she was in the not at the time, the slightest bit of adversity towards the end of the match. She's like, all right, done. But last night, she just rammed Charlotte into the ring post, and she's like, all right, done.
Yeah.
It's like she had the upper hand. Why would it necessarily motivate her to grab a belt? Now, if she were to grab a belt and just would start wailing away on Charlotte just to prove a point that, hey, I will beat you when I want to, and no one can stop me, that's fine. That's consistent in terms of motivation for her, but just for her the last 2 weeks to decide, I don't want to fight anymore. It seems incompatible with what the character of Becky was being portrayed prior to the last couple weeks or so.
They tend to fall back into the safety zone of this is what a heel's supposed to do. A heel's supposed to cheat, even though Becky had an amazing win streak leading up to her match at SummerSlam, and then she turned heel. You would think at that point she could still be fairly dominant, although I guess she did lose that match, and that might have triggered something in terms of how she should approach the matches, in terms of I don't give a shit attitude. But they do tend to fall back into.
I know when they try to make someone a heel, they invariably circle back to.
This is now what you have to do as a heel.
Certain fashion, a cowardly heel.
I'm not huge on it either, but I'm just so used to them doing that. It doesn't even stand out to me. So anyways, Becky does grab her title. To sort of be the devil's advocate, I suppose maybe her grabbing the title and leaving was her way of trying to bait Charlotte into doing what she did to get a double count out, maybe, because you would think that she would know that if she got counted out, she would lose her title. So maybe there's an element.
No, it
wasn't
no
this,
DQ.
I thought
only if she got disqualified would she lose the title, but not she could get counted out.
Isn't getting counted out a disqualification?
Nope, that's a count out.
Oh, okay. All right. I figured that. Okay.
All right.
The
commentary mentioned that too.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
As the only stipulation.
Well,
was
that's
that if
silly.
If she was DQ'd, then she would lose the title.
Oh, okay. Well, that's like super silly. Like, why wouldn't they have just said that for countouts too? So,
But
anyways.
she didn't get counted out the week before.
Yeah.
If she had got counted out purposely the week or Super Showdown, that would have been the stipulation.
Yeah, but I don't know. You would like to think that they would prepare for something like that. Like, what other way could she wiggle out of a win? She
Leave.
could just leave.
Yep, just leave.
You know? So you would like to think that they would do that. But all right, well, there you go. So yeah, Charlotte follows her after she grabs the title, and they start brawling on the outside of the ring. They get counted out. That doesn't stop. No, they just keep on fighting each other. Becky tries to leave. Charlotte chases her down, spears her through the LED board at the back.
Yeah.
And it's just a hot mess. They go to commercial. They come back. They're still a hot mess.
Charlotte's bleeding from the arm.
And the way she held it, too, was great. She comes back like it's a Cronenberg flick. Like her arm is off.
I know.
Like, and there's like blood all over the place. It was great. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was real good. Next, a qualifier for the WWE World Cup to determine the best in the world. How many times did Tom Phillips have to say that damn phrase?
So many. If I had noticed it on Raw, I definitely would have damn well noticed it on SmackDown. I would have come in today and been like, why did he keep on saying that?
Because he was told to.
Yeah.
Because he was told.
Is it because they didn't say it enough on Raw?
I don't know.
Is there like an email line between the Saudi Sports Authority and like, do they have control of what they're doing right now? Are they just trying to play? Like, what is the impetus of this?
No, I don't think it was necessarily what you mentioned. I think there's talking points that they have to adhere to promote various aspects of the show. That being that this World Cup tournament exists for one sole purpose, and that is to determine the best in the world.
So in this contract of theirs, does that mean they have to say it X number of times?
No, I doubt there's a
Why did he say it so many times then?
Because anytime you mention World Cup, you have to say the full thing. Because don't think of it as WWE World Cup. That's what it's called. That's not what it's called. The tournament is called WWE World Cup to determine the best in the world.
I'm going to see if they changed it on their .com, because as of yesterday, it was still just WWE
No,
World
I mean,
Cup
I think
on
that's the
.com.
shorthand. Because if they write WWE World Cup to determine the best in the world every time it's mentioned, people are going to have a fit about it. So they'll just use the shorthand on stuff like this. But on TV, when they mention it, they're going to say the full thing.
This is fascinatingly weird to me. Here's Crown Jewel.
Guarantee you. Anyways, we had a qualifier, Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe was still selling the effects from his match against AJ Styles at Super Showdown.
He should not be...
His left knee was wrapped.
He should not be wrestling.
No, he was limping to the ring. Jeff Hardy saw that, took advantage of it, especially at one point he dropped a leg on it, and then Joe and he were brawling outside. Joe tries to kick Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy moves. Joe kicks ring steps. Back in the ring, Jeff really goes after that leg. Really goes after it. To the point where Joe can't even stand. Ref calls for the bell. Jeff Hardy wins by referee stoppage.
Their .com needs to keep up. So they mention
digital isn't involved.
They mention it once. They mention it once at the to finish off the first paragraph. Somebody's gonna lose their job. I hope somebody
there
at .com
there needs to be a company-wide memo. That's
is
really
listening
what
to this
That's
show.
Really, what it needs to be.
I agree. Somebody, Vince McMahon obviously does not have an earpiece into the ear of whoever's running digital.
No.
Otherwise, they would be all over this shit.
Yes.
Determine the best in the world.
Like I said,
don't they know people are just going to clown the shit out of it?
Maybe they think the whole thing's kind of funny, so that's why they keep mentioning it on air.
See, that is in my opinion the most likely deal, especially with Tom Phillips, because that dude is known to have. He's like a supremely good straight man in the world of comedy. Mm-hmm. For him to say, it was probably specifically to make Corey Graves laugh, to try to get him to break. He said it so many damn times.
I know.
Oh, it's so funny. It's so ridiculous. Yeah, so anyways, did you get to the finish of this match already?
Yeah, already done. Before the match, they ran video. There's a lot of video packages last night, I noticed. They ran video packages for Jeff Hardy and Samoa Joe. Kind of like almost career retrospectives. It's pretty interesting.
Well,
it's
yeah,
good seeing that stuff.
Look, we're trying to determine who will be the best in the world.
See,
I want to know.
You got to get the backstories of all the individuals participating. Yes,
bona fides.
And after this match, we got a video package for Randall Orton.
Did they do one of these last week? No, I guess not.
No.
Yeah, they did. When wait, did they do one of these before? Didn't they have like a Hardy Orton match? Didn't they do the same thing? But like when they had a match on SmackDown like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, but it wasn't.
Or before Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, before Hell in a Cell, but it wasn't to promote WWE World Cup to determine the best in the world.
Oh, okay. Did they do a brand new video package? I didn't really compare them.
No. I mean, like the Jeff Hardy one.
The
The Jeff Hardy one was old footage. Old interview footage. They just spliced with B-roll from throughout his career.
Anyways, Randy Orton, Viper.
End of his thing is he said something like, "I'm the greatest WWE superstar of all time."
But
is he the best in the world?
That's what he needs.
That's why they got to have a tournament to determine that. Next, we had a little promotional video saying Evolution's going to be at SmackDown 1000, even though they were never on SmackDown.
That's right.
Evolution was a Raw stable. Next, Paige backstage. She announces that Charlotte and Becky Lynch will compete in a last woman standing match for the first time ever.
The first one ever.
Last woman standing match at Evolution.
That's great, man.
It's going to be outstanding. I hope it main events. It's not going to, but I hope it does.
Yeah, Rousey versus Nikki Bella is going to main event.
Mm-hmm.
This will be midway through the show.
Probably yeah.
Or might even open the show.
No, I don't think it'll open it because it's probably going to be long. I don't know if they want to open the show with a long match. Even though their match to kick off SmackDown
It's a half hour.
It's 28 minutes.
Yeah.
I paused it a little bit after it ended.
Yeah.
28 minutes.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
No, that was great. This should absolutely main event the show.
Oh,
but
heck yeah.
I mean, I get why, they want us to know that Ronda is the thing because they spent a bunch of money on her.
And and Nikki Bella is a crossover mainstream reality star.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're going to do that instead. It is what it is. I don't care. This is my main event right here for Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
So once this is over, I'm just going to get up and leave.
Okay. I guess
that
I'll
cool?
handle the rest of the stream myself.
You'll be fine. I'll come back for the recap. You can just let me know what happened.
All right.
I probably won't do that.
No, you shouldn't either.
After that, Ms. TV with guest stars AJ Styles, who came down first. And Miz said, after all this stuff you've been through with Samoa Joe, how's your family? And AJ was ready to punch a dude in the mouth for just mentioning the word familia to him.
Yeah.
And Miz was like, whoa, hold your horses there, Chief. I meant I have a family too. My heart was going out to you. I think it was very, it was very harrowing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then he said, but your next opponent, thanks to his win against me at Super Showdown, is a guy who is just all about respect. He'd probably come to your house and tend to your garden.
He said, basically a Boy Scout, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
With the utmost contempt.
It was great.
It was fantastic.
It was and a couple times Miz emphasized that he was doing his best to remain professional, which I just loved. I love that so much. So Daniel Bryan comes out, and you've got
just smile on his face.
You've got a ring just full of just pure talent.
Oh yeah,
man, this was a fantastic. I watched this segment 2 times.
Oh wow,
it was so flipping. Well, the first time I watched it last night when I had like a bunch of stuff going on, and then another time I watched it later on in the night on the West Coast feed on The View. So I just happened to watch it 2 times. I didn't go out of my way, but still, I could have gone out of my way and I'd have been fine with it.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
Yeah. So Daniel Bryan comes down, and
he dubs Miz the 2-minute man.
Yeah,
because he lost in just over 2 minutes. But
which much like going in Raw is a double entendre.
Yes.
For sexual
innuendo
activity. Exactly. 2-minute man generally refers to a guy who early.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, can't go that long. So everybody gets a good chuckle out of that.
Yes, except the Miz.
Miz,
he's steaming.
Yeah, Miz gets really annoyed when he tries to stir the pot a little bit between Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. He says, AJ, you've beat everybody. What is it about Daniel Bryan?
Why do you think you're better than he is?
And AJ didn't really give a good answer. He just said, well, up until now, Samoa Joe has been my toughest opponent. But come Crown Jewel, he's going to be stepping to Daniel Bryan's going to be stepping in the ring that AJ Styles built, or the house that AJ Styles built.
Yeah. And the Miz says, oh, so why do you think that you're better than Daniel Bryan?
Yeah, and AJ says, I didn't say that.
And Daniel Bryan says, oh, I'm happy you said that, knowing full well he didn't.
Yeah.
Because when I came back to WWE, It wasn't just to come back. It wasn't to reform Team Hell No. It wasn't to fight this jerk.
Yeah.
Points to the Miz. He said it was to get the WWE title back.
Yeah.
So he essentially saying he's got to defeat the best to achieve his dreams.
That's funny. Cody Miles in Discord says, if the title of the stream isn't Going In Raw live reactions to WWE Crown Jewel, where the WWE World Cup to determine the best in the world will be determined, he said, just shut it down.
That's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Unfortunately, I think that maxes out our characters we can use for
That's
the title
about double what
well
they
in
let us
advance
do. Exactly.
of even hitting Crown or World Cup.
So as soon as AJ and Daniel Bryan even show a smidgen of about to like get into it, they immediately turn on The Miz. AJ Styles says, Daniel Bryan, what was it like to punch The Miz in the mouth?
Oh, it's great.
He's oh, you mean the 2-minute man? Oh yeah, the 2-minute man. It's great. So that sends Miz overboard. He starts laying down some truth.
Yeah, man.
He says, AJ, do you know why that title is hasn't main evented a pay-per-view since the essentially since the co-branded pay-per-views?
He said,
look in the mirror. Crowd went, whoa, wow, overboard.
AJ has brought down the prestige of the WWE Championship.
Yeah.
So much. Can you main event a pay-per-view?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And
then Miz says, I don't care who wins. I got next.
Oh, I love that line.
Yeah, me too.
That's great. He says, I got next.
I got next.
And Miz had really good points because the first thing he said to Daniel, because he pointed at Daniel Bryan before he said the title stuff, he said, you had one fluke win, a lousy win that sucked I love this, that sucked the air out of the building, saying it was a boring win. When I beat you, I knocked you out.
Yeah.
And then later on in commentary, Daniel Bryan mentions, yeah, you did that with brass knuckles. But still, Miz was making some pretty good points.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he had some high-profile wins against Daniel Bryan,
yes,
regardless if they were through via heelish actions or whatever. But so he's got a good claim.
Yes.
To a title shot for WWE title.
So I'm guessing what's going to happen is Miz gets involved in Crown Jewel. Survivor Series will get a triple threat.
I hope that's the case.
At which point, I'm guessing Miz wins.
And I hope that's the case as well. I really do. I think that'd be fantastic. But this was a very, very strong segment. I can watch more of these all day long. Did you happen to watch? There was a bit on Twitter that somebody posted because I know you didn't watch the Mixed Match Challenge because I sure ain't watching that.
No, I went to bed.
I want to watch. Don't get me wrong. I really want to watch Mixed Match Challenge. I just always forget about it, and then when I remember about it, I'm like, I don't have time for any of this.
Yeah. I saw AJ dancing on Twitter.
Did you see him try to do the splits?
No.
And then he hurt himself, and he started yelling at R-Truth because R-Truth, Carmella did the split. They did a mid-match dance match.
Yeah.
Carmella did the splits. R-Truth did the splits. Charlotte, who's flipping hilarious, she did the splits because her dancing and like mixing in the strut thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and then she does like the Cabbage Patch. She is so flipping funny.
That's funny.
But she did the splits, and then everybody's pointing at AJ, egging him on, and he looks worried and stuff like that. He tries to do it. He can't even get like a half split. He grabs his junk and starts saying, I have kids. I'm a grown man. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I need to watch all those. I really do. I want to. Anyways, before we continue, here's a word from our sponsor, forhims.com. If you're like Larson over here and you're one of the 66% of men who start noticing a receding hairline, maybe a bald spot before the age of 35, hey, guess what? You're not alone.
You're not alone. But why try odd solutions or worse yet, do nothing at all when you can turn to medicine and science? Like going to forhims.com. Hims is the destination for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness for men.
Yeah, no more 2-minute men. Well, tell me, Larson, do you still need to waste time sitting around a waiting room just to go in for an awkward doctor's visit to get yourself some Hims?
No, you don't. Just go to forhims.com, answer a few questions, and the doctor will look over your order and guess what?
What?
Products are shipped directly to your door.
Nice.
And right now, Going In Raw listeners can get a trial month of Hims for only $5 right now, while supplies last.
So go to forhims.com/GIR. That's forhims.com/GIR.
And thanks to For Hims for sponsoring today's episode. And you're really helping out the show, our show, Going In Raw, by going to forhims.com/GIR.
It'll help that sexual wellness and help that balding head of yours.
Uh-huh.
Did you get that balding head during the Dust Bowl era?
No.
Was it part of the Dust Bowl?
No.
They're too stressed out due to the stock market collapse, the Great Depression.
Going further back,
Yeah.
aren't you? Or is there all around? No, the Dust Bowl's 1920s.
Dust Bowl's like 19. I thought Dust Bowl was like 1930s.
No, I don't
the
know.
20s were great because he had the flappers, and then
It
the
was
Dust
the Roaring
Bowl,
20s.
the Roaring 20s,
Yes.
and then the shitty 30s is what they called them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Dust Bowl, and then in 28, I think was the Great Depression started. That lasted a little while into the Dust Bowl there.
Yeah.
I think I don't know.
remember.
I'm pretty sure that's the case though.
I haven't taken a history class in like 20
Have you
years.
seen some of the pictures of the Dust Bowl, like when those dust storms would come?
Oh, awful.
Holy moly! Like
Yeah.
a wall of dust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People just do that.
And then they left.
Yeah, all those crops to dust like Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, after the Miz TV segment.
Yeah, Miz during the Miz TV segment says, AJ Styles, you're not going to fight me tonight. You're fighting Shelton Benjamin.
You're not me.
And that happened next. Miz and Daniel Bryan are on commentary.
Uh-huh.
Going back and forth still.
Yes.
Fun match. Shelton Benjamin. I'm happy he's getting some more time on TV because he deserves it. He's
Shelton
great.
X Benjamin.
Yes.
Yeah, he's great.
Former Suzuki-gun member.
Uh-huh.
In the end, however, AJ picks up the win following a phenomenal forearm.
Yeah. Yeah. So good stuff. You're right. I like that Shelton Benjamin's getting some play. I hope that Miz continues to get him opportunities like this because I want to see Shelton Benjamin on TV more often.
Yes.
What I really want to see is him and Mia Yim next year in the Mixed Match Challenge. I want to see them fast track Mia Yim.
funny.
She's already ready for prime time. Fast track her to SmackDown. You know what, man? Have Facebook plunk down some more money for a Mixed Match division. You got all this talent.
Yeah.
How about you make Mixed Match Challenge a regular weekly episode?
I don't know how. I mean, that's for like the Raw talents. It's an extra day of the week they have to work.
Huh? Well, they're getting paid plenty of money. That's what.
Well, I mean, that
extra
just
Facebook
takes
money
a toll on the body.
It's one match, dude. It's one match.
All right.
And they goof off most of the thing anyways. Why would you poo-poo this idea? It's a great idea.
You don't even watch Mixed Match Challenge anyways. It's a regular thing. You still wouldn't watch it.
I would watch it.
No, you wouldn't.
If Shelton X Benjamin and Mia X Yim were in it, I'd totally watch it.
You'd probably watch one episode and then forget about it next week.
Probably right about that. Next up, we had an Aiden English porno.
Promo, nice.
He wanted to show that he was not a 2-minute man.
Yeah, so he comes to the
Sexual
ring.
wellness with Aiden English.
He comes to the ring and he says, "I'm going to present to everybody right now the director's cut of One Night in Milwaukee." So it starts from the beginning, and it goes up to the point where Lana says, "I want you."
Yeah.
Dramatic pause.
Yeah.
To know how much you mean to Rusev
We
Day.
appreciate you.
We appreciate you, all that you do.
Your wonderful songs and your lovely voice.
Yeah. It's so I just want to tell you. And Aiden English says, "Oh, thanks, Lana."
Yeah.
And then he makes a move.
He rolls up on her.
Yeah.
Grabs her shoulder. He caresses her shoulder. He thrusts his man chest in her face.
Pause.
Yeah. Pause.
And he says, "I'm not going to show anybody the rest of this. I want Rusev to come down here right now."
Yeah. So Rusev comes down, and then he's like, "Roll the rest of the film." And he's like, "No, man, this is a family show." And he says, "This is an odd statement. What did this mean? This is a family show, and no man should watch what happens next." What does that mean? Because that was verbatim. That's what he said.
Did he say no man or nobody?
I thought he said no man, but you know me, my memory is for crap. So
yeah. I don't know.
I personally wanted to see it. What is so like? Is it like doo doo or something? Like what weird sexual things are they gonna get into here that he thinks nobody should watch?
Yeah, I don't know.
But that TMZ could run. Like that feels more like a Live League thing.
Yeah.
You know. Like even I think TMZ has some standards, I think.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Probably not. But what did he mean by that?
I don't know.
Nobody should watch this.
I guess he
mean
meant
like
maybe
nobody in the arena because
a PG
right, yeah.
environment, a family-friendly show. No one should watch it at a family-friendly
Or
show.
do you mean no man would ever want to watch me have sex?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Anyways, Lana joins Rusev on the ramp, and Lana says, "Well, if you're not going to play the rest of this video, Aiden, I will." And Aiden goes, "No, you can't play this."
And
goes,
then
"Yeah,
Rusev
you
says,
can."
"You've been hacked."
Yeah.
You've been hacked.
You've been hacked.
The entire crowd was like, what are you even talking about?
And Lana says, "Yeah, your password should have been I heart Rusev,"
which is true. It shouldn't have been.
No. So they roll the rest of the video. Lana rebuffs.
Yeah.
Aiden advances, leaves Aiden stands awkwardly, realizes his camera phone's still rolling, turns it off.
Yeah.
Back to the arena. He stands embarrassed, but then says...
He should have looked at the video camera and been like, well, whatever.
Oh,
digs
dear.
in.
Definitely not safe for a family-friendly program.
Nobody. I'll admit nobody wants to see that. That's for sure.
So he says, back in the ring, he says, well, the offer still stands, Lana. When you get tired of Rusev days, why don't you have an Aiden night?
Yeah, man.
Rusev rushes the ring.
Yeah.
Chases Aiden. Aiden flees
Aiden
up the ramp.
he takes the worst escape route. He goes out the back thinking that Rusev's going to come through the ring.
But
Rusev
intercepts him. Yeah.
Intercepts him. He's trying to go through the crowd. But then, he ends up getting sort of beat up on the way, escapes to the ramp, and is humiliated.
Yes.
Humiliated.
Completely and thoroughly.
Yeah. Man. Awkward moment there between Aiden and Lana.
Oh, yeah. Next, a Rey Mysterio video package. So he's going to be back next week taking on Shinsuke Nakamura, another qualifying match for the World Cup. Determine the best in the world.
Shinsuke's up for that, man. He tweeted out something like, I like this, or I want this.
Give him 20 minutes.
Give him 27 minutes. How about that? That last shot of Ray, was that new?
I think so.
I think that was the new shot.
It looked new.
I think everything else was probably old, but that looked new.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I don't have it here. The green and red mask.
Oh, yeah.
The traditional one. That was
great. It looks great.
It's for the Christmas. After that, we had
main event.
The main event. Whoa!
Big Show versus Randall Orton in another qualifying match for WWE World Cup, determine the best in the world.
So Big Show had hip surgery.
Yeah, he's out for more than a year, they said.
Yeah. And he kind of stands like it. Like, it kind of hurt. Like, look, he's in great shape, and I love the Big Show. I think he does great ambassador work for the WWE.
Yeah, heck yeah.
When you see him in that Connor's Cure stuff, I love it.
Yeah, he's solidly tier 4.
Yeah.
Which is nothing to sneeze at. It is nothing to sneeze at.
So you have Ray in tier 3.
Yeah.
And Big Show in tier 4?
Yeah.
Kane in tier 3, but Big Show's in tier 4?
Maybe Kane in tier 4.
Yeah, I feel like Kane's tier 4.
That was compiled really quickly, but I feel pretty good about putting Big Show in tier 4.
Man, Big Show in tier 4. Boy, I don't know, man.
He's been world champion playing, but when has he ever really felt like top guy apart from his initial run in WCW? He never really felt like top guy in WWE.
You know who? I'm not going to say that either. I was going to say Big Show, apropos, I guess, because they were always supposed to have a real match. He's always felt a bit like the Shaq of wrestling, in that
he had all the talent and potential in the world, and he achieved great things, but there could have been more there.
Yeah. Because Shaq, boy, he achieved a lot.
Yeah.
But if he actually gave a damn, he could have been like God
even
tier.
More unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, man?
I know.
So yeah, I guess tier 4 is fine.
Tier 4 is a good tier.
He's in there with Nash. Right now, Nash is the only name on that tier. It's behind us on the thing.
Kane's got knocked down to tier 4.
So it's just big men?
No. I can probably think of some others.
Okay.
Randall Orton, though, solidly in tier 3. 13-time world champion.
Yeah, you can't disagree with that.
Nope.
So anyways, Big Show versus Orton. You're right here, man. I thought for sure they brought in Big Show as a special attraction.
They're stacking all the top names.
Yeah.
In this World Cup
Tier
tournament.
3 and above?
Yeah.
Tier 3 and above.
Man, what other contenders do we have then?
Y2J said he's not going to be there, but then who knows with him. Let's see here. Brett, he can't go anymore.
No. Oh, where's Goldberg? Goldberg's tier 4, right?
Yeah, tier 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goldberg's tier 4.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, he was headed for like tier 2 though.
Oh yeah.
He was 1998. That was a tier 2 year.
Seemed that way.
Yeah, man. Ooh, man. Yeah. Anyways, Randy Orton wins with an RKO out of nowhere.
I was kind of bummed he won with an RKO. I want to not do the RKO anymore.
Did he do that last time we saw him?
No.
What was the last thing he did?
He hasn't really done. He hasn't done RKO since he turned heel.
Since he stopped doing it. I know. I was kind of bummed about that too.
I was hoping he'd follow through with the punt.
Me too. I know. Big Show did get a choke slam off, and then he was going to go for the crowd was chanting for one more, but instead he balled his fist up. He was going to go for that
knockout punch.
And Orton got out of there and then snuck in for
Well, he gave
RKO.
a show a thumb to the eye.
Oh, that's right. He did
ran
thumb to
in
the
for
eye.
an RKO.
That's right.
Orton was doing a heck of a job selling for Big Show last night, though.
Oh, all the respect in the world, man.
Heck yeah, man.
Orton,
a motivated
probably,
Randy Orton is actually a joy to watch.
and he probably really likes the Big Show.
Oh, yeah.
Who wouldn't love the Big Show just hanging around with him?
Oh, heck yeah.
Like, I guarantee Orton never crapped in his bag.
Nope.
Or gave him the dick fingers. That probably could not have happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, and do some questions.
Let's do some.
It was a fun, breezy show.
Yeah, it was. No, it was good. It was good stuff.
Lego. This must be from a movie. Although it says hashtag alternate facts. I don't know if I should be reading this, but anyway, this says plaque is a figment of the liberal media and big dental used to dupe you into buying useless appliances and paste. That sounds like something from a movie.
Yeah, I don't know. He's been dropping a lot of movie quotes on us lately.
Yeah. Lego again. Demolition, Road Warriors, Ascension, Becky Lynch. Has there been any film series more influential to wrestling than Mad Max? I don't know. That's a good question.
That is actually a very good point.
Yeah.
Demolition, Road Warriors, Ascension, Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, where you? Oh,
The
yeah.
steampunk stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Although I guess I really wouldn't call Mad Max steampunk per se, but
I see
where he's
point.
going.
Yeah.
Joe Juarez, do y'all think that once Vince is gone, if Triple H takes over, the use of buzzwords will dramatically reduce? No.
Do you think that's got to be? Well, that number one, Stephanie would make sure that the buzzwords stay.
Yeah.
But Triple H, make no mistake. Triple H is a corporate dude. That dude knows. He knows that those buzzwords have a place in.
Oh yeah.
In proper corporate
Especially
America.
if they're worked into the wording of a contract, then you have no choice but to use buzzwords.
Exactly.
What we got over there on the Patreon, Steve?
Let's see here. The Unprettier. The last time we saw Jeff Hardy, he was leaving Hell in a Cell on a stretcher. Now, magically, he's fine again. Well, it's been a month.
Yeah, it has been a while.
How should they have booked his return?
I thought it was fine.
I thought it was fine.
It wasn't such a dramatic spot.
Yeah, it didn't have to be.
Like if you did the swanton off the top of the cell through a table, that's a huge, dramatic, painful-looking spot.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he could have run in on an Orton thing, but why do that? There was a .com like little thing that he did, and he said, "How did he change after Hell in a Cell?"
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I just saw that was the title of it.
I did notice that when he was going after Joe's knee, it was a level of viciousness we're not used to seeing from Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll just be a little more aggressive.
Yeah. This is a good question. Steve Klein, how long do you think it takes Jeff Hardy to put his makeup on? And if you guys were to do a Halloween episode in the face paint of an iconic wrestler, who would that wrestler be?
Has there been any people that had face paint that also had a beard? It's kind of seemed to be too much going on.
Man, there has to have been.
Mm-hmm. Didn't the Barbarian have a beard and face paint?
Maybe. Oh, you know what you could do? Didn't Gallows... Wait, did Gallows... No, or Anderson? They used to put on face paint for a Bullet Club.
Oh, yeah.
You could do like a Gallows or Anderson.
There you go, Barbarian.
There you go. That looks good. You can be Barbarian. I would obviously go with Joker Sting. No, you know what you should do?
No, you should be NWO Sting.
Because you have... there you go. You can actually mimic the Sting on the telephone face really well. Yeah, that. So you should do Sting makeup.
Okay.
Like that Sting makeup.
Right.
And then like bleach your hair. Grow it out, bleach it, spike it.
All right. LeVar Ball's neck. My town's Taco Bell closed. It's a sad day. That is a bummer. I mean, no, if you got a Del Taco, you're just fine.
I really doubt his town has a Del Taco if the one Taco Bell in his town closed.
I don't know, man.
Go get some mom and pop's tacos, man.
Josh Little, what pay-per-view from the past would you bring back, such as Taboo Tuesday, Too Sweet, Hearty Handshake, Shoulder Lean?
Spin the wheel, make the deal.
Yeah, spin the wheel, make the deal. That's correct.
I'd bring back, Halloween Havoc. Nemo. So it seems that the World Cup will be who is the best in the world over 40? Who else do you think will qualify? So we think Ray is going to... Is Ray over 40? Ray's got to be over 40.
Yeah, he's over 40.
So everybody,
Nakamura obviously won't be in it.
Right.
Because
Ray's going to be in it.
Yeah, Ray will be in it. So who else on SmackDown is over 40 that's not involved in something else? Is Shelton Benjamin over 40?
Probably. Let's find out. Shelton.
Samoa Joe won't be in it.
Yeah. Shelton is, wow, Shelton's 43. Ew, Willikers. Let's see here. Over on Raw, what about Bob Lashley?
Oh, maybe. He's probably over 40, or at least pushing it.
He's got to be pushing it.
He
Bob
is
Lashley
42.
is 42. So there you go. There's my new pick.
Yeah, Bob Lashley. We need one more on Raw, though. Gold Dust.
Yeah, I get the feeling that Baron Corbin is going to be the one guy to break that 40 and over thing. Because I do think that it's going to be him.
He's 34.
Him and Bob Lashley.
Those are good picks. Those are good picks.
And then
one more from SmackDown, though.
We're on SmackDown. Remember that time they acted like Sanity got called up to SmackDown?
I know.
That was sad.
How old is Sheamus? He's 40.
Sheamus. That's a good one.
Yeah,
really
Sheamus.
Nobody else on SmackDown, huh?
Mm-mm.
Sort of interesting.
Eric Young, how old is he? He's probably pushing 40.
Or The Miz. What about The Miz? How old is The Miz?
I'm going to say 37. 38.
All right.
Yeah, it could be Miz.
Miz and Baron Corbin. They're the only guys not 40.
Yeah.
And it's not matter because you're either right. Either Ray's going to win or Cena's going to win.
Yeah, pretty much. Alto World Cup. The first 4 participants are all American.
Well, America's a big place. You think California's anything like Kansas? No. Let's see here. Shane. Has this been one of the best wrestling years in recent memory for intense feuds? If not, what was better? Last year was really good.
Yeah, last year was really good.
Really good.
It's really hard to top last year.
Yeah,
really hard to top last year. Jag 1899. I'm going to the Go Home SmackDown before Survivor Series. I'm so hyped. Here's my question: if you had to book a 5-on-5 Survivor Series match with one wrestler each from WWE, NXT, New Japan, TNA, and Ring of Honor, heel and face, I got to book a team of 5 heels, one from WWE, NXT, New Japan, TNA, and Ring of Honor. You got to book a face team.
Okay, cool. Right on. Face team from WWE representative is going to be Seth Rollins.
Heel would be Braun Strowman.
Oh, that's good. All right. NXT, my heel is going to be, of course, the current NXT champion, Ciampa.
He's not a heel.
Who am I talking about?
You're supposed to pick a face.
He is a heel. I'm supposed to pick a face. Adam
Yes.
Cole.
All right, I'll take Ciampa.
Okay.
New Japan.
I'm supposed to pick a face. Oh, give me a break. It's Okada. I win. I win everything now.
Heel. Oh, Suzuki.
Okay.
TNA.
TNA. Man, I got to choose a face from TNA. It's called Impact.
Is Pentagon a face in TNA? Impact?
I mean, by default, because Sami Callihan's like super heel.
Yeah, Austin Aries is super heel.
I mean, yeah, John Morrison. I want him. Probably go with Brian Cage.
All right, that's a good pick.
Current X Division champion.
Oh,
you have a wealth of
I know.
talent
I got to
Impact.
decide between Callahan, Aries, or Moose.
Take Aries out of there. It's either Callahan or Moose. That's a tough choice. Yeah, man, because you get that rainbow romper. It's great.
Moose. Ring of Honor.
Who's the champ over there? Cody? No, Cody's not champ.
No, it's Jay Lethal.
Oh. You know what, man? I gotta have cheeseburger. Give me cheeseburger. He main evented TV yesterday.
I know. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna go with Bully Ray.
Oh man, what a great time for heels.
Mm-hmm.
So many great heels out there.
Mm-hmm.
I have Okada. I win.
LeVar Ball's neck. Do I go to Disneyland or Survivor Series? Why choose one when you can go to both?
Survivor Series. Why would anybody want to go to Disneyland?
Because Disneyland can be fun if it's not too busy. If it's on a Sunday, then go to Survivor Series. Go to Disneyland like on a Tuesday or something like that. It's cheap. Might be cheaper.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Alto Power Rank.
Power Rank.
Top 5 slasher killers from the movies.
Oh, from the movies. Because I was about to say BTK, number 1. Green River, number 2.
Oh, yeah. Zodiac.
Oh, man.
How's Zodiac not number 1?
Zodiac's got to be number 1.
Yeah, man.
And then I like this better. I mean, isn't Dahmer number 1? Or does he cross over into cannibals?
Yeah.
'Cause that's like a whole nother thing.
That's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
We're up from the movies.
Oh,
Number
from
one.
the movies?
What's number one? Who's number one? It's gonna be Michael Myers, right?
Michael Myers, Leatherface. Leatherface got to be up there.
Yeah, Leatherface.
Texas Chainsaw. I mean, that's probably my favorite horror movie of all time.
Jason's got to be up there. Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees. Is Freddy Krueger a slasher?
I mean, he's got knives on his fingers. So
kind
I
of a
guess so.
jokester, though, huh?
Yeah, no, he's more of a prankster.
And he doesn't even exist. He's like in your mind and stuff. All you got to do is not fall asleep.
Yeah.
I love sleeping, though.
Yeah, sleeping's great. I wish I'd done more of that last night. What about Pinhead from Hellraiser? Is he a slasher?
Oh, give me
No, he's a supernatural force.
Give me the Candyman.
Yeah, I was going to say Candyman.
Candyman.
Whoa.
Not a mirror around here. Let's see here. Foxy the Foxy Fox. Is Samoa Joe legit hurt and protected after his match got called off last night? Or is he gone as far as he can on the SmackDown Live roster?
No and no. I don't think he's legit hurt, and I don't think he's gone as far as he can.
He's had title shot. I think he can be a champion, but
heck yeah.
It's a pretty crowded scene right now.
Yeah. Zach Stolpa, if Khabib and Conor had the same popularity, who would WWE put over?
If Khabib and Conor had the same popularity,
if they were equally as popular in a WWE ring, who would WWE put over?
Well, Conor, he's a better talker.
Yeah, fair point. Josh Little, what is the best Survivor Series team?
The best Survivor Series
Team Cena, the year that Dolph won it.
Oh, against the Authority?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
Was the Nexus a Survivor Series team?
Yeah, but Cena probably beat all of them.
Probably. Let's see here. Horton, here's a new writer. Will Bootiesworth ever get a match?
I don't know if
he's Foley's kid.
Foley's kid ever wants to wrestle.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Psycho CB Koopa. Samoa Joe has managed to stay a captivating character despite coming up short in every major match. How much longer does his character have before his losses start to affect our perception of him?
He's a guy that I feel like he's got to go like on a serious 6-month losing streak before it really affects him.
I agree.
Anything. Just because he's such a captivating
They do a
personality.
really good job of. He does a really good job of just keeping his character like personality wise really strong. Like he's still terrifying.
Oh heck yeah!
And then whenever they put him in there in a match against anybody who he needs to win against, he just decimates them. So I think he's good. I think he's fine. He's in no danger of being like Bray Wyatt.
No danger. No.
And then RJ Styles says, is Samoa Joe the new losing wrestler similar to Sami Zayn? No, I don't see that at all. Sami Zayn would lose against everybody.
Yeah.
And he'd always have a hard time with it.
It'd be like a nonsensical loss at times too. I can't think of an instance where Joe lost a match where I didn't go, okay, well, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Jacinto Gonzalez, are you guys going to Royal Rumble in Phoenix? Probably not.
I do not see that happening. No.
Too expensive.
I love the Rumble. I love watching the Rumble with you and Hilton here.
You mean Luchando?
Hilton.
All right. You want to do this? We're going to do another top 10. Guess the top 10.
You know what, man? You've been on such a good roll. I don't feel bad that this is a really tough card.
Good. What is the topic for that one?
First 10 WWE Intercontinental Champions.
Okay. Well, I know a couple of them.
All right.
Yours is 10 wrestling personalities with most overall Hall of Fame entries. So across WWE and any other potential wrestling Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay.
So you can go first.
Ric Flair.
Yes.
Booker T.
No.
Really?
No.
Kurt Angle.
No.
Really? Oh, yeah, huh? Most Hall of Fame. I don't know. Hogan?
Surprisingly, no.
Really? That's weird. Sting.
No.
Really? Well, this is a tough one. Man, I kind of give up. I don't know. Give me the other ones.
No, keep going. Just start tossing out more kind of more old-timey wrestlers. Not super old-timey, but...
Luthez.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ricky Dozen?
No.
No? Mildred Burke.
No.
Fabulous Moolah.
Oh, well, no.
Yeah. Anyways, give me the other ones. I'm fascinated right
Antonio Inoki.
now. Okay.
Dusty.
Oh.
Gordon Soley, Harley Race, Bobo Brazil, Buddy Rogers, Dick the Bruiser.
Cool. That was fascinating. All right, man. Give
Pat
me
Patterson.
Yeah.
Pedro Morales.
Yeah.
Tito Santana.
Very good.
Macho Man.
Yep.
Honky Tonk.
Yes.
I guess it'd be Warrior.
Yep. That's the last one on the list.
Oh, wow.
So you got 4 more. You missed the second one. So there's a guy between Patterson and Morales.
79. Oh, is it Don Morocco?
Very good. But that wasn't after Pat Patterson.
Yeah.
You're missing one after Pat Patterson.
I probably won't get that one.
And then I think you missed between Savage and Honky Tonk Man.
Is it the Hammer?
You filled in a gap earlier. Yeah, that was before
okay.
Savage.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Between Honky Tonk and Savage. That's interesting.
It's kind of fairly obvious.
Remember who beat? Is it Rick Rude?
Nope.
Oh. Fairly obvious. Who beat Steamboat.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Ken Patera.
Oh, I wasn't going to get that one. I got 9.
Well done. Yeah, well done. My goodness gracious. A veritable encyclopedia sitting next to me, ladies and gentlemen.
Couple more super chats here. Waymaker. # we are coming. That's
What?
more World Cup stuff, isn't it?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Wasn't that England's motto for the World Cup?
says,
Eddie
"We are
Cannon,
coming."
it's my birthday today. Yay, 30.
Oh,
Happy
go
birthday.
out and get drunk. Bring a knife with you. And then when you black out and then end up with blood on your hands, they can't really get you. They can say, "Oh, you're drunk. Okay, it's all good then. You can do whatever you want as a president."
Can't even, like, if you tell them, "Oh, it's my birthday, officer," they'll be like, "Okay, well, happy birthday from jail."
Yeah, wow. You're being charged with murders. No body, no crime.
That's not how it works.
I think it's true, actually. Anyways, so yeah, that's a good show. Patrons, $5 and up. Stay tuned. We're going to do a post show. Evidently, our internet's back.
Yeah, it's great.
Evidently, internet's back.
It's great news.
I don't really know how it works. I'm not a big, I don't really know much about it.
We're old. We don't know technology very well. That's what you're trying to say.
That's basically exactly correct. So Hilton's playing the music right now, so thank you for that, Hilton. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.